Hi, back again. I'm trying to think what else I can tell you before I start. Oh, I use EcoTools. As the name suggests, products themselves are recycled. They're really nice. It's like a, where can you see this? It's like a bamboo. It says EcoTools and it tells you what the brush is. So this is the highlighter. We've got a big blending brush, a smudger, and a brush for in the crease. It's a really good angle on it. I think there is a medium sized brush in the set as well, and they come in a nice little canvas bag with a mirror in it. I think they were, I want to say about £15 for the set, and they're the mini ones. As you can see, you get taller ones and they do the whole range, foundation brushes and such. The makeup I'm going to be using today is a Chili Pepper London palette. I got this out of Boots. It has the blusher, the 8 eyeshadows and 4 lip. Came with a lip brush, a eyeshadow sponge, double applicator, and a little blusher brush. I personally don't like the lip colour in them. I find it a little bit sticky. So as well as using that, I've got a double use. Another little product I got today was some eye dust similar to the Barry M pots in a coppery, almost pink tone to it. So I might use that as well. I'll be putting the colour on with the smudge brush. So I'm taking, unfortunately these colours don't have separate names, so I can't really tell you what I'm using. But I'm using the second lightest. It's a cream, you can sort of see it on the brush there. I would have done swatches on my hand, but I'm really not sure how well they would have shown up anyway. So I'm just putting it all over the eyelid. It shows up white on camera, but it is more of a beige. So all over the eyelid. It's everyone's personal preference. Sort of go 3/4 of the way up. So same with the other eye. Hope you can see this okay. So that is the basic for both eyes. Then I go back in with the blend brush with this, I've got a tiny bit of the same colour. Blow it off just because you don't want too much on. And just basically go over the area already done. Well, I don't use a primer, so I feel like I like having something on my eyes before the full makeup. I'm going to take a little bit of, where is it? This brown, and put it about halfway across my eye. And just the same sort of 3/4 between my eye and my eyebrow. It probably looks like I'm doing this really messily, and in all honesty I am, but I think I've just done this makeup so much that I don't really need to be neat with it. The main thing you need to remember about makeup is it is makeup. You can wash it off if you do it wrong, you can go over it generally. You know, it's not the end of the world if you do it rubbish. I think what I like so much about makeup is you can literally have something different every day if you want. Then I'm going to go to the darkest brown and just put that on the outer corner and slightly on the crease, just about 3/4, halfway along. Just going to get the crease brush now. See, it's really does open the eye. This has got slightly more of an edge, so I'm just going to take a tiny bit of colour and smudge it a little more. This is the coppery brown kind of colour. I'm just going to take a little bit on my smudge brush and pat it on, sort of over the dark brown area. Just pat it on. And I'm just going to smudge this in. I've got this all over my hand, it's quite messy. This brush still has a little brown on it, so it'll mute the colour a little bit. Excuse me. Just grab a wipe and gently, because you know you've got foundation on, pat it off. One note I would make is that although I used the cream eyeshadow originally, it does almost look white in comparison with the brightness of that. So next time I'd maybe go back over the cream or find a better colour. So I'm going to move on to eyeliner. And for that I use a paintbrush. I do know you get the really thin eyeliner brushes, but I haven't found any. So what I did instead was I just got a pretty thin paintbrush and used that. It's not really a special paintbrush, it's size 1 round. Got it in a pack of 4 that was about £4, so you know, £1 for that isn't bad. And what I like, sorry the sound probably went a wee bit there, what I like to do is, I can't remember what brand it is, but I think it's maybe Maybelline. They do the little gel pot for £8 and you get the brush with it, which is actually a lot thicker than this, so it's not that great. But I ran out of that, so instead what I do is I use mascara. So what you do is you just take the wand out and leave it somewhere where it won't cause too much mess. And you either dip in, get some on your brush, or you can just sort of scrape it off the wand. And I'll admit, even though the brush is so thin, it's still a sort of trial and error thing. Sorry, I'm just gonna sort that. So I don't know if I'm gonna look good doing it or bad doing it on camera, but if I look good then it's because I've had a bit of practice, and if I look bad it's because it's still quite hard. So just get the corner of your eye and keep it quite smooth. You can obviously go closer to your eye, but you're going to smudge your makeup a little bit. So you go as close to the lash line as you can, or as you want. Obviously, you know, sometimes I go obviously near, but I just leave it that thick. Sometimes I go pretty much half my lid thickness, sometimes I go my whole lid. Really just depends what you want it to look like. Do you have gone out slightly there? Yeah, I quite like that. I'm just going to get a bit more. I think the reason I like the gel liner or mascara alternative is because it almost looks wet, whereas kohl liners, in my opinion, look dry. It's nice for the almost shiny appearance. I was testing nail polish earlier, rather than like a dry. So I've only went from the outer corner to about halfway. You can do your whole eye, you can do the tiny bit of the corner, you can do underneath with this as well. Just really whatever you want. Just going to do a quick check in a minute. That's looking really nice, especially in contrast with the pinky brown up here. So let's continue. So you can see where I've made a tiny mistake. I'm going to try and correct that a little bit. I think my fringe covers this side anyway, so it's not always that big a deal if I make a mistake on my right eye. Where am I going to put this? I'm just going to apply mascara now. I got a new mascara today. Well, I actually got a lucky bag idea. It was a see-through bag, £5. You get 7 items, so that works about, I think about 80p. That might be wrong, but not too much. Less than £1 for each item. You get the foundation brush I was using earlier, the glitter dust I've used, you get the double-ended mascara. Okay, so my camera went off and I was telling you about mascara is pretty good from what you can see. I think I'm running out of time on the camera, so I'm going to leave it there and finish it. For this kind of look, I'd probably pair it with the sort of reddy pink lip gloss. Which is shimmery and it goes nice with it. That's number 7. I'm not sure what colour, I'll maybe find out. I really think I'm running out of time now for this recording, so thank you for watching if you do. It was a bit of a disaster, but thanks. Bye.